Hello, I'm Grita Tita G. Tomoyor. I hope you are blessed with the videos that I am uploading. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you are new, click the subscribe and notification bell so that you will be notified whenever I will upload a new video. In this channel, you will receive wisdom for living. We are now on day 165. You are in God's class because you are spirit. It means you are not just a world class but God's class. It means you are like God. Ang ating text makikita sa Job 32 verse 8. But it is the spirit in a man, the breath of the Almighty that gives him understanding. So it says here, the breath of the Almighty that gives him understanding. It means all of us, the breath of God gives us understanding. And since we came from God, it means we are like Him. So do you remember the process by which God created the world? God first planned what He wanted to create, then He decided what He wanted it to be made from, then He spoke to what He wanted it made from. What He spoke came forth from what He spoke to. So it means, ano man yung kanyang gagawin, una-una ay pinaplano niya muna. So may proseso. Whenever God will create, first, He will plan. Planuhin niya at didesisyon na saan ba ito galing. Ano bang material na gagamitin? At pagkatapos, kung saan material gagamitin, dun siya magsasalita. At pagkatapos niya magsalita, yun lalabas na mag-i-exist. So, ang ibig sabihin niyan, He create. It means when we say He created something out of nothing. So, He created something out of nothing. Galing sa wala. So, yun ang ibig sabihin. And then, when God wanted animals, for example, He spoke to the dirt because that's what He wanted animals to be made of. Obviously, God did not want you and me to be made of dirt or water or the gases of the air because He did not speak to the ground or the water or the air. So, ang halimbawa rito, di ba yung proseso ng kanyang paggawa o paglikha ay una, planuhin niya anong material ito galing at kung saan material galing, dun siya magsasalita. So, yung ginawa niya, example, yung animals, dahil nagplano siya, gagawa siya ng mga iba't ibang animals, at anong components niya ay dirt, doon siya nagsalita. Pero, nung tayo ay kanyang ginawa, hindi siya nagsalita sa tubig, hindi siya nagsalita sa gases, hindi siya nagsalita sa air, at anything na kanyang nilikha, hindi siya nagsalita doon. Saan pala siya nagsalita? Ayan. Ito. He who is spirit spoke to himself. Then God said, let us make man in our image. Genesis 1:26, the first phrase ng Genesis 1:26. The source to which God spoke when He created man reveals that that God wanted us to be like He is. Bakit? Kasi di ba plano siya, tapos isipin niya saan ba tong material galing at doon siya magsasalita. So when He created man, anong ginawa ng sabi rito? He spoke to Himself kasi sabi niya, then God said, let us. Ibig sabihin, sarili niyang kinausap niya. Ano nga, doon sa proseso ng kanyang paglikha, ay planuhin niya anong components at doon siya magsasalita kung saan galing yon. So, kanino siya nagsalita? Sa kanyang sarili. So, ibig sabihin, galing tayo sa ating tagapaglikha and He wanted us to be like Him. Dahil gusto niyang kanyang gagawin ay maging kagaya niya, so nilikha niya tayo na mula sa Kanya. Sarili niyang kinausap niya, therefore, galing tayo sa Kanya. Now, if we further examine the stories of man's creation as recorded in Genesis chapters 1 and 2, we discover that God used two kinds of operations when He called the world into being. He made things and He created things. Ayan. Now, sabi niya rito, kapag titignan natin ng mabuti, pag-aaralan natin ng mabuti, bubusisiin natin yung story ng creation. Yung na-record sa Genesis chapter 1 and 2, ay matutuklasan natin, sabi niya rito, na may dalawang operation. Dalawa yung kanyang ginawa. That is to create and to made. Ayan. So, para mas maintindihan natin itong explanation. The Hebrew word for make is asha, which means to form out of something that is already there. Ayun yung ibig sabihin ng make. Brera, the Hebrew word for create, means to form out of nothing. It is interesting then The Genesis 1:26 says, "Let us make man in our image." And the following verse says, "So God created man in His own image." So the creation of man thus involved two different operations. So dalawang operations nung kanya tayong ginawa at nilikha. So yung kanyang mga ginawa na mga naunang creation kagaya ng animals, He only spoke to the dirt. Ayun lang yung kanyang ginawa. Ibig sabihin, He creates something out of nothing. Kasi nagsalita lang siya. Now, to the plants, ganun din. And the stars, heavenly bodies, ganun din. But when He created man, may kakaiba rito. Anong nangyari? Dalawang operations yung kanyang ginamit. Una ay, ang sabi sa verse 26, "Let us make." Gumawa tayo. It means, ang ibig sabihin ng make ay kung ano yung nandyan na, yung material na nandyan na, yung kanyang ginamit. Ayan. And the following verse, "Let us make." So, ibig sabihin, nag-form muna siya, di ba? Mula sa ground. Ibig sabihin, kung ano yung create niya na dirt, andun na yon at dun siya kumuha. And, after that, so God created man in His own image. Means, when He create out of nothing. Now, yung ano yung create niya? His own image and likeness. So, pero yung ating body made out of dirt. Ang tawag dyan ay He made. And then, yung create niya that is out of nothing, He created us in His own image and likeness. Na ang ating kanyang wangis at katangian ay nilagay niya sa atin. So, the creation of man does involve two different operations, and that is he make first, then He create, and that is what He created comes from Him. So God created man out of nothing, which is Himself, then formed man's house from the dust of the ground. After man's house was completed, God took what He had created and put it inside what He had made. So una-una pala dito na God created man out of nothing. Pagkatapos nag-form siya sa dust of the ground. That is, man's house was completed. Sa kanya ito, create, put inside what He had made. So, mayroong spirit that He had made, and then, that He had created, and then, yun yung punong-puno ng dinipositohan niya ng kakayahan. Of course, yung body mayroon din. So, and then He formed out of the ground what He had created. After niya na-form, yung ating titirhan ng ating spirit sa kanya nilagay. Wow! So, we were made and created. Therefore, man came out of God and His Spirit. Even as God is Spirit, the house which is your body will decay, return to the ground from which it came. So, it means kung saan galing yung ating katawan na ito ay babalik sa lupa. And since we came from God, part of Him is in us. Yung body lang natin ang mag-decay, pero yung spirit ay hindi mag-decay. Ayan, so your spirit, which is your true essence, will live forever because spirits cannot die. You share God's eternal spirit with all the dreams, aspirations, and desires He contains. So, ibig sabihin, yung spirit na mayroon tayo, hindi yan mamamatay. Ibig sabihin, hindi mahihiwalay. Kasi galing tayo sa Kanya, hindi mahihiwalay. Now, when we live forever, because spirit cannot die. So, sabi niya rito, we will live forever, hindi when we live. We will live forever. Ibig sabihin, walang hanggan yung ating spirit kasi galing sa Kanya. And sabi niya rito, ang spirit ni God, you share God's eternal spirit. Lahat ng dreams, aspirations, and desire ni God ay nasa ating spirit din kasi yun yung aware of God. At yun yung connector, yung ating spirit. Remember, we have the body, soul, and spirit. Our body, composed of the 5 senses. Ang ating soul, mind, will, and emotion. And then yung spirit natin, sabi niya rito, yung dreams, aspirations, and desires ng God ay doon niya nilalagay sa ating spirit because that came from God. So kung ano yung galing sa Kanya, ganun din. Kasi because God is a spirit, therefore yung inilagay niya galing sa Kanya is also spirit. At yung spirit na yan, yung nakatira sa ating katawan na nakikita natin. Kasi by senses, di ba? And na pag-aralan din natin how our body o how our soul and spirit function. May kanya-kanya silang function. Yung ating spirit, siyang mag-connect sa spirit ni God. At yun yung ano ang i-declare, nang sasabihin ng spirit ni God i-reveal niya sa ating spirit, din yun yung kanyang sasabihin sa ating soul, at yung soul yun din sasabihin niya sa ating katawan. So, kailangan yung ating katawan susunod sa ating soul, yung soul susunod sa ating spirit. So, therefore, we need that spirit because to be alive, to be connected with God, kasi yan yung galing sa Kanya, at ito yung aware tungkol sa dreams, aspirations, and desires na nilagay ni God. So, dapat ay makipag-ugnayan tayo sa ating tagapaglikha. Dahil kung hindi tayo makipag-ugnayan, hindi tayo mabubuhay. We must be attached to Him. Di ba yung mga principle? So that's why it is very important to understand all these things so that we can function well. Kaya manood ka lagi ng video na aking ina-upload para ma-equip ka at alam mo kung ano yung mga katangian mo na kagaya ni God. Remember, you are in God's class. At pag natuklasan natin yun, I tell you, you will enjoy your life because you are designed to function like Him. We are not equal with God, but we were designed to function like Him. At yung ating spirit ang mag-connect sa Kanyang spirit. And remember, when we are designed to do that, at kapag yun yung ginagawa natin, I tell you, you will be contented, fulfilled, and satisfied. And you will live like heaven on earth. And please don't forget to leave a comment below if you learned something from this video. Thanks for watching. God bless.